And many people have a bunch of leftovers, whether it be from the stuffing, maybe some fruits and veggies, or of course, that turkey. Rebecca Kealey joins us now to give us some ideas what to do with all those leftovers. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I think it's so great too because a lot of the time when you have these feasts, a lot of family members, they're not there anymore and they've gone back to their homes, so now we're left with an abundance of food.
Exactly. This is such a good recipe to put all of your leftovers to use. I want to start by showing you this turkey barley stew.
Okay.
So we're going to be using any leftover turkey that we have and a lot of veggies as well. So to get started, I have 2 chopped Ontario onions, as well as a 2/3 a cup of pearl barley. I've already given this a quick cook, so you're going to want to start with that.
Okay.
And then you're going to go ahead with 2 cloves of Ontario garlic, 2 chopped Ontario carrots, as well as 2 chopped Ontario parsnips. And then if you have rutabaga, potato, any root vegetable of your choice, I've got potatoes here. This is about 1.5 cups. Then we're gonna go ahead with 1 can of diced tomatoes.
Already looking amazing.
Yes, it's so colorful already. And then 2.5 cups of chicken broth, turkey broth, vegetable broth, whatever you have on hand.
Whatever you got laying around in this
Exactly,
time.
yeah. And then I've got a 1/4 cup of Ontario parsley, and I'll put about half of that in right now, as well as some salt and pepper, some dried thyme, and some dried basil leaves, and then some Worcestershire sauce. That one gets me every time.
Every time.
Every time.
I think I've called it something different almost every time I've used it.
Right?
Worcesterton.
Yeah. Whatever that good stuff is, we'll put it in. All right, so we'll give that a mix, and then you're gonna wanna let these vegetables come to a boil and then simmer and cover for 40 minutes.
Okay.
Once that's done and the vegetables are tender, you're gonna add 2 cups of your cooked Ontario turkey.
Let's go, there it is.
And then about 1.5 cups of Ontario peas. They can be frozen or fresh.
So you don't know this about me, but everyone thinks I'm weird because one of my #1 vegetable sources is peas. So I have them almost every day year round, but for Thanksgiving, usually peas come into the mix, so it's so nice to see them used.
I know, right? And it adds so much color. It's so delicious as well. Like, this is such a beautiful little rainbow stew that we've got going. And even if you're sick of turkey, you've had enough after Thanksgiving, this is such a good meal to prep and keep in your freezer for later as well when you need something warm and cozy.
Yeah, and I mean, you've spent, a lot of people that have all this leftover food, we spent a lot of time and a lot of stress thinking about all the food, cooking the food, feeding everybody. So now it's nice to have something like this where you can just package it away, put it into a few containers, and you're good for a couple of days.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
And what else do you have for us? Because it's not just the main course, but you've also come up with some other things here too as well.
Absolutely. I have a delicious dessert to show you. This is an apple cranberry crisp. I actually made this for my family on Sunday night for Thanksgiving, and it was a massive hit. There were no leftovers.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. What do we got in there?
So I've got 8 Ontario apples. I have sliced, peeled, and cored them. And then we're gonna go ahead and just throw this right into our dish. And then I have a cup of Ontario cranberries. They can also be frozen or fresh, whatever you have.
Okay.
Toss that in there and give it a quick mix. And then we're gonna go ahead with the crisp on top, which is the best part.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, almost the best part. The apples are pretty delicious. I was almost eating all of them before I could put them in the dish because they're so fresh and crisp right now.
That's probably what makes the biggest difference, right? Is getting that nice Ontario, that local fresh apple.
Absolutely, they're so fresh right now, and the texture of them is so unbelievable that it makes it so good. So for the crisp, I have 1/2 cup of brown sugar, I have 1/2 cup of oats, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and then 1/2 teaspoon each of cinnamon and cardamom.
Nice.
And then I've got 1/3 cup of butter that I've already chopped up a little bit. We'll throw that in there, and then we'll give it a good mix.
And that's nice too, chopping it up, making it easier in the butter instead of just the whole stick in there. Smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're gonna wanna get the butter to about pea-sized shape in there so you can give it a little stir with your hands as well. And then once you've got that ready, we can throw it on top of our apples and cranberries.
Just like that.
Yeah, and this is gonna go in the oven for about an hour at 350. You're gonna wanna keep an eye on it about 45 minutes. If it's looking a little bit too dark, you can take it out, cover it with tin foil, and throw it back in the oven.
Oh, amazing. Well, before I let you go, I have to obviously try it because if there was no leftovers, I gotta make sure, we're gonna get in there just like that. Get, of course, a full apple in there.
Absolutely. And the cranberries add such a nice little addition to the apples as well.
No question as to why there's no leftovers. But thank you again for making it, again, for us today.
Of course, of course.
Rebecca Kealey, we really appreciate your time this morning because everyone's looking for something to do with all this food. And again,
Yes.
you've got some great ideas.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
If you know of a great local chef or restaurant, you can email us yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca, and we would love to have you in our Your Morning Kitchen. Oh man, that is good.